While everybody look on the screen, unbelievable. A father kills 8 children. 7 of them are his own. Let's listen to this news clip. It is, I can't imagine. He shot the children and their mother, plus another lady and her child, while they were sleeping after 6 o'clock in the morning. With a community grieving after a mass shooting in Louisiana. 10 people were shot in Shreveport, 8 were killed, all of them children. The gunman also dead. Police say the attacks happened at 2 homes. CBS's Jason Allen is there for us tonight with the details. Jason.
Jerika, good evening. People are still filling the Shreveport neighborhood tonight, emotional and upset over this shooting that happened both at this house behind me and another one just up the road. And police told me in the last hour it was a survivor of the shooting who escaped and called them to tell them about it just after 6 o'clock this morning. When police got here, they found 10 people had been shot. 8 of them had been killed, and as you mentioned, all 8 of those were children. Police also confirming for me that at least 7 of those 8 children were the children of the shooter, who they identified as Shamar Elkins. After the shooting, police say that Elkins carjacked someone just down the street, got into a pursuit with police, stopped. They say he produced a handgun, and police officers shot him there at the scene. Louisiana State Police tonight are also involved in this investigation.
This is a tragic situation, maybe the worst tragic situations we've ever had. I don't know what people think in the crevices of their mind to want to harm another human being, let alone that of children who have their whole life ahead of them.
Shreveport police said that they had one previous run-in with Mr. Elkins, but looking back at that history, Jerika, they said there is nothing that would explain anything like what happened here in Shreveport this morning.
Yeah, that community will never be the same.
Wow. The thing that I'm trying to understand, I just cannot wrap my head around is why would he basically take one daughter out? I don't understand that. Take one daughter out to dinner or lunch and then come back and do this. Of course, that hit my mind was there abuse in the home? You know, was there abuse in the home? Were the children being abused? And was it one of those things where, okay, this is it, you're doing this, so we're going to report you? That hit my mind. Could it be that? You know, was it a child support issue? If you don't want to live, you have no right to take somebody else's life. And it seems like to me, it's so planned because how can you just, I mean, as they are sleeping, how in the world can you just grab a gun and shoot them in the head like that? Some reports said he shot them in the head as they were sleeping. Is the hatred that strong? No safety for the children. Whatever drama is going on in that home or the problems, newsflash, the beautiful children did not ask to be here. The mother has reportedly she survived. And the other lady, and I thought about it. We don't know what her condition is going to be, if she's going to be okay physically or mentally. But I thought about there's definitely going to be a problem because can you imagine, let's say if she's alert and she understands, the real horror will begin when she realizes that the 7 children, he shot 8, but the 7 children that were unalive, the 7 that are deceased, those are his kids. So can you imagine the horror of waking up and knowing all your children are gone? Again, was there, this screams to me domestic abuse. It's probably been going on and maybe it escalated. But it makes me also wonder if the children were also being abused. People just can't leave. There has to be strong hatred to shoot somebody in the head, want them gone. That's got to be strong. And you know they're going to be looking for you, clown. Did you decide after 8 kids later, 7 kids, that you don't want your family anymore? You know they're going to be looking for you. So he left and went to another location He left and went to another location, and then that's where the police found him. And he had a weapon, and they shot him. Now, let me play this clip of some things that they found out about the father um, that shot the kids. And there's nothing to alert them to it. Newsflash: it doesn't have to be. You don't know what a person is thinking.
About 5:55 a.m.
So as they're sitting up here sleeping, look what happened. Probably never saw it coming. And they're saying it's linked to domestic violence. Let's listen to this.
Get you to that tragic mass shooting in Shreveport, Louisiana. Police say 8 children, ranging in age from 3 to 11 years old, were killed in a violent domestic incident. 7 of them were the gunman's own children, and the 8th was their cousin. Officers killed Shamar Elkins after he stole a car at gunpoint and led them on a chase. 2 women and a teenager were also shot, but they are expected to survive. Is what the chair of Shreveport's City Council had to say yesterday on the scene.
There are 8 children that are deceased. I can't be strong for you. I think about the mother and what this family has lost. I think about this community and what this community has lost. And I don't have the words to give you, and I'm sorry.
Very tough to hear that. We're joined now by CBS News law enforcement contributor Rodney Harrison. Rodney, good morning to you. This is absolutely heartbreaking. It makes no sense. But help our viewers try to make sense of what investigators can even do next. How do they process such a horrific event? How do they protect the investigators and detectives from not being traumatized from something that's obviously extremely traumatic?
So this here, I'm going to stop there. Can you imagine? And I understand his point. Imagine 8 body bags. All those body bags have to come out, and one child was on the roof trying to escape. One child did survive. Last I heard, one did survive. So the 2 women survived and one child survived. And I think the one that survived is the cousin. Is the cousin. Why people just can't walk away again to do something like this? You look at all the things that happen in the community. You think about, and I'm not trying to say to go pew somebody. You think about the things you have, like Zimmerman. You have all that going on, but yet and still, you think, oh man, that guy he'll be walking around safe. But yet and still, what happens? The people that you know, that's who the enemy is. The enemy that's right beside you. You can be a serial killer like that man years ago that attacked that woman in the red puffy jacket, tried to bite her eye out. Oh, he was all safe in the community until he got violent with his girlfriend and he started putting hands on her. And then, oh my goodness, the police were called. The police got involved. But he was walking around safe in the community. Why? The danger is in the people that you know. Not always a stranger. And a person that's violent, they'll be just fine. In a crime-ridden community, the one that's committing the violence, that'll be the safest one. But then somebody that's innocent, all of a sudden the aggressive one wants to go after those, a softer target because you're weak. Let's call it what it is, a softer target because you are weak. That's all it is. And any of the police interaction with him, I applaud it because I sure as hell don't want to have to pay for you a place to eat and sleep. 8 children who didn't ask to be. I just don't even see how you could do that. Talk about sleeping with the enemy, breeding with the enemy, living your life with the enemy. 8 children while they were sleeping. This tells me the man planned it. This many kids going around, hello, school is in session. This sounds to me premeditated. I cannot imagine how a mother would wake up and now you have to set up, I guess, get the GoFundMe going and bury 8 children. This man did not love his family. Again, it makes me wonder. They're saying there are allegations that are hinting at domestic abuse. It is making me wonder if the children were also abused. Could that be a factor? So maybe kill everybody that knows what's going on. It does make me wonder if the children were also abused. And my thing is this right here: if you abuse the mother, guess what? You're abusing those children. There's no man that's a good guy. Well, he just have it out with the mom. No. When you abuse your mother, abuse the mother of the children, you're abusing those kids as well. This right here has been extreme hatred. So like I said, my only thing that comes to mind is, was there abuse occurring in the home? And if that's the case, was someone about to make a move? What was going on? And it makes me wonder if that's why. So you call yourself going to remedy and then you run? They're going to be looking at you. You got to be kidding me. But the hatred is that strong, you're willing to take a chance to throw away your life. And then in the end, as he drove off to a whole new location, guess what? Karma came quick. He got exactly what he gave. He took their lives with a gun, and so did the police. He got exactly what he gave. It didn't take no 3, 5, 10 years. Karma came real quick. He ended their lives through violence, and he lost his the same. Let me know what you all think about this. The horror within. Again, this sounds to me premeditated, because he obviously decided to strike while they were sleeping after 6 in the morning. This sounds like it was planned. That's unbelievable. Babies. Because you have a family with a man and have kids by him doesn't mean he loves them. This is about control. This is an evil heart. So justice, in my opinion, has been served. He probably had no idea, thinking after he did this, he was going to just drive away and go someplace else. Thank God for that survivor who alerted the authorities. In the end, he got what he gave. Hug your children, keep it safe, be careful who you have children by. You see a short fuse, don't try to, that's just one of those things. So we all have our issues. No, you see a short fuse in a person, you might want to keep it moving. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. This is a heavy cross for the loved ones to bear. Just shocking. A massacre in the home. And I'm out.